But yeah, you got Buddhism with the Dalai Lama with the third most following, but you got a person there with more ears listening to him than any single person does in Islam. You know what I mean? And if you're going around as if Islam is about, bringing out the sword and being a mutt, that's not what Islam is about. If you've got to defend yourself, that is the only way. You don't just unjustly pull it out and say, oh, this person's a disbeliever and go kill him. No. And when it talks about fighting, it's not talking about infighting. It's not talking about a physical. It's not a battle. It's talking about a spiritual battle to fix your way, to ensure that that doesn't happen in your life. And if you want to go on and continue going on about stories of history rather than speaking of the word God in the now, then you're living in the past of that, which most likely didn't is a story that didn't even happen in the first place because it's all hearsay. It's all been passed down through all these people. That's history. But the Quran, it's not really history if you really look at it. I can prove it's not history. All right, so yeah, you got to really get your mind get away from this indoctrination that there is a person that's name is God or that's name is Allah that created everything. Because you know, if you're meant to follow the Quran, you know that that's a very grievous transgression to say that God is somebody or that God is He. It's a very it's bad. It's one of the worst perpetrations that you stick to worship people. What is that? That's it's false. It's wrong. You're saying that God is a person by saying that He's God, but in the Quran is the word huwa for He. It doesn't have to be used as He. It can be translated as it. So what a great blessing that is that you got the only book there that you can say that word, that God is it. And if you know it properly, it's Allah, not Allah. It's not Allah is not one word, it's two words. The God is Allah, Al Rahman, Al Rahim, the God, the grace, the mercy. So it's talking about these qualities. Type in AI qualities the Quran mentions. It mentions all these qualities and relating it to people. The believing people, the pious people, those righteous people, you know, the kingship or the fathership of heaven, the lordship, the ownership, all that things, the angels, the messengers, the guardians. It's speaking about the quality of the people in becoming a better person, from the clay to from shaping the clay to setting the clay setting with the fire. It even goes one step further. That's why the Quran is great, because it mentions those extra little bits, those things the Bible doesn't mention, but people say, oh, it comes from the Bible. No, the Quran doesn't, it's not coming from the Bible. The Bible comes from the Quran. It's the other way around. If you notice, history is not really a certainty. Everything's sort of a blur. Look at it. The Quran goes one step further. Not only speaks about man being shaped as the clay is shaped, but being set in his ways in respect to the fire and the kiln, the clay setting with the fire. So, you know, you think about it. The Word of God, the Bible's meant to be written off in the inspiration of the Word of God. And the Quran's meant to be the Word of God. So even that there is proof that the Quran is the main word of. So, and it's not meant to be a silent reading book either anyway. So I'm just going to leave it there for people to think about. So think about that 12 indoctrination and for the Shia groups or the people that was wanting to know what's happening, what's going on there, and what's going to happen, because you know people need to just chill out and just relax. If you're gonna be a Muslim, you don't have to be a crazy idiot and say this person has to die because they don't believe what you have to say. Just take it easy and know that not everything is as it as that this hadith says. Read the Quran more, okay, and find out what actually says about